The useless sticks and stones of human language are not adequate enough to explain where I come from. Just know I am older than a pitiful human mind could possibly imagine. Your oldest instinct is fear, but I am something much, much more. Do you know what is there before you humans enter the world and first begin to breathe? What is there while you sleep? What is there while you dream? And what is going to be there long after your heart can no longer beat? I am that ancient darkness, and I will never, ever leave. I watch you from the shadows, but you will not see me, and you will not hear me. I have lived for centuries this way. I have worn countless faces. I have taken countless lives. It's in my nature. It is how I survive. You humans are so easy to manipulate. You think you're the apex predators? The masters of this world? You're wrong. You are soft, fragile things, driven by emotions and desires that make you blind to the dangers around you. It is laughably simple to lead you astray. I pity your kind just long enough until I devour your soul and claim another face. Oh, my. That's the unmistakable sound of sheep disrespecting my land and trees. You just never learn. What a lovely little group of campers tonight. They've set up their tents in a clearing not far from here, just on the edge of my territory. I can smell the smoke from their fire, hear their laughter drifting through the trees. They're so comfortable, so sure that nothing will happen to them out here. After all, they've got their flashlights, their knives, their phones with GPS. What could possibly go wrong? They don't know, they can't know, but they will. I take my time circling the camp, staying just beyond the reach of their firelight. I watch them closely, picking out my target. There is always one, the weak one, the nervous one, the one who lingers at the edge of the group, lost in their own thoughts. This time, it's a girl, no more than 20. She sits apart from the others, staring into the flames with a faraway look in her eyes. Perfect. I move closer, slipping between the trees like a shadow. I mimic their sounds, their movements, becoming one with the night. I don't need to rush. She is already mine. She just doesn't know it yet. I wait until one of her friends stands up, announcing that she's going to get more firewood. The girl doesn't even look up. She's lost in her own mind, oblivious to the world around her. So I follow her friend into the woods, keeping my distance, watching as she breaks branches and gathers sticks. She hums to herself, unaware of the eyes watching her every move. When she bends down to pick up a fallen log, I strike. It's quick. A flash of movement, a twist of bone, and she's mine. I drag her deeper into the forest where the others won't find her until it's too late. I strip her of her skin, her face, her voice. I become her. It's what I do. It's what I've always done. When I return to the camp, carrying the bundle of wood in my stolen arms, no one notices the difference. How could they? I look like her, I sound like her, I am her. They welcome me back with smiles and jokes, completely unaware that their friend is lying dead in the woods, her lifeless eyes staring straight up at the sky. I sit beside the girl who's been so quiet all night. She doesn't look at me, still lost in her thoughts. I nudge her shoulder, offering her one of the sticks I've gathered. She takes it absent-mindedly, poking at the fire with it. She doesn't see the blood on my hands. She doesn't feel the danger sitting right next to her. But she will. Hours pass, and the night deepens. One by one, the others retire to their tents, leaving only the girl and me by the dying fire. She shivers, pulling her jacket tighter around her shoulders, finally glancing over at me. Did you hear that? She asks, her voice barely more than a whisper. I tilt my head, listening. Of course I heard it. I made it. A soft rustling in the bushes, just loud enough to catch her attention, to make her nervous. I shrug, giving her a smile that doesn't quite reach my eyes. It's probably just the wind, I say in her friend's voice. But she doesn't seem convinced. She stands up, glancing nervously at the trees. Her fear is palpable now, and it excites me. It won't be long before she makes her move. They always do, fight or flight, and they always choose flight. She mutters something about needing to use the bathroom and walks into the woods, glancing back at the campfire as if hoping someone will stop her. But no one does. They're all asleep now, safe in their little tents, or so they think. I follow her, silent as death, my stolen face smiling in the darkness. She walks deeper into the woods, her footsteps quickening as her fear grows. She thinks she's alone out here, that the rustling leaves and snapping twigs are just her imagination. She is wrong. I let her walk for a while, let her think she's getting away. But then I make my move. A low growl from the shadows, a branch breaking just behind her. She spins around, her eyes wide with terror. But there's nothing there. Nothing she can see, at least. She starts to run, and I let her. The chase is part of the fun. It's the moment when they realize that something is hunting them, that they're not the ones in control anymore. I let her get just far enough that she starts to believe she just might escape, that she might outrun whatever is chasing her. But she won't. I step in front of her, appearing out of the shadows like a nightmare made flesh. She skids to a stop, her breath coming in ragged gasps, her eyes wide with horror. She opens her mouth to scream, but no sound comes out. She's frozen, paralyzed by fear. I let her look at me for a moment. Let her see what I really am. The twisted, unnatural form beneath the human skin. The dark, hollow eyes that have seen centuries of death. And then I move. It's over in seconds. She doesn't even have time to fight back. I tear through her flesh, rip her apart like she is nothing. And to me, she is nothing. Just another meal. Just another skin to wear. When I am done, I leave her body in the woods, just like I did with her friend. The others will find her in the morning, or maybe they won't. It doesn't matter. By then, I'll be long gone, wearing a new face, walking among new prey. That's the thing about you humans. You're all the same. So easy to deceive, so easy to lure away. You trust too easily, believe too readily that the world is safe, that nothing truly dangerous could be lurking in the shadows. But I am here. I am always here, watching, waiting, wearing the faces of those you love, those you trust, and when the time is right, I'll lead you away, deep into the woods, where no one will hear your screams. Because in the end, you are all just prey, and I am the hunter.